Yo, what's up, everybody? Holy shit. Trying to get everything set up is crazy right now. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, there we go. What's up, everybody? See, I don't... It's weird because I figured out how to... Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm like... trying to figure this out. So I figured out how to like set up an event which will like put a reminder if you're a subscriber. Um okay, now it's working. But I don't know, like the URLs and shit don't work. Oh damn, Lunar, I'm sorry, bro. Okay. So, like, you just have to bear with me because for whatever reason, I use OBS for chat, but that doesn't work now. And like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay. I have to remember it says that my stream bitrate is too low or audio is too low, but I don't know. Oh man, dude, because I switched setups or whatever, like 128 kbps. Yeah, it's because I switched setups and then now I'm trying to figure out how to like stream to. Okay, you can set up a thing or whatever, like an event, so it reminds people, which is cool. I like that. And then you can stream to the event, so it like automatically pops up, and that's cool too. But when I do that, it doesn't show me chat, which is weird. I don't know. So maybe I can pop out chat. Hold on a second. I'm putting my headphones in. Man, you take a day off stream and like everything gets fucked. And then when I tried to, because I used the other camera or whatever, which I probably won't do again, but I tried to set up the camera again for this fucking stream, and the chroma key was all fucked, and like I had to figure out, oh, it was because I have a fucking blue shirt on that it was fucking up the green screen. Because blue and yellow make green. I get it. I get it. I did. I 100%. What's up, Tar Heel? What's up, Lunar? Yeah, I 100% fucked it up. I admit it. I take full fucking responsibility for said actions. So, yeah, it's weird because none of the like links work for the stream. So I just tweeted out a link that doesn't work, which I don't understand. I wonder if I go to my... Sorry, we're going to go on a magical fucking thing of... we're going to go on a magical fucking thing to see if I can figure a way around this. Sorry, so give me a second. I'm just trying to figure this out. Because maybe this URL will work. Oh, nope. It doesn't work that way. Okay. I'm not technically savvy enough to fucking understand how all this shit works. Yo, what's up, Chaotic? How you doing? All right, Tar Heels, thanks for coming by, man. Go make all them pizzas, bro. Make us proud. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter, like, at the end of the day. I don't like that the fucking URL doesn't work. I've never seen a URL that starts with RTMP. I've never seen that before. But I mean, other than that, bromies. Ah, I like that. I'm stealing it. No credit given. Bromies. Ah. Anyway, so obviously, today's Wednesday. Today's the 20th of November, 2019. No, in the year of our Lord. No. What's up? My name is Mr. Biggiesworth, or Biggie. I should have done an intro at the very beginning, but I was having technical issues. So thank you for watching the stream and hanging out and being dope. And make sure, if you want to, no pressure, but make sure to like, share, subscribe. Anyway, obviously, I did not stream on Monday. I had a bunch of shit I had to do. No. Yeah, so, okay, so Jax actually said, hey, do you know that you can set up an event, a streaming event? And I was like, no, but I am fascinated, so tell me about it. And so there's a way, and it helps people that have already subscribed to the channel. So you set up the event, and then it gives a reminder in their recommended, right? And then it does 30 minutes before the stream, it gives out an alert. And then when the stream goes live, it gives out. So it's kind of like multiple fucking reminders in a way. But the problem is, so the way that it works now on a technical level, I was using OBS to stream straight to YouTube. And then that's how that worked. So, but now when I set up the event, I actually I still use OBS, but I stream to the event to YouTube. So like, for whatever reason, chat doesn't work on OBS when I do that. For whatever reason, the URL for the stream doesn't work. Like I don't know why. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, see. That's not even my URL. I don't even know what's happening. Anyway. I will get better, like, technically or whatever, and figure out how to do it. But I like setting up the event. Like, it's just better. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, you believe RTMP uses Flash, which may be disabled on... Oh, so... Huh. I don't know how to change that. Yo, what's up, Ham? It's Hammy Ham. What's up, Ham? Tell me about your day. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to, like, fix that. Honestly, I like the event. Like, I like how it does that, but I might just set the event and not stream to the event. I might just set a thing, and then that way you know the stream is there, and you'll still get the notification, but I might just go back to setting it up the way that I was doing, OBS straight to YouTube. Cause that, yeah. Like, I couldn't change the title. Yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. I just lost chat. Oh no. How did I do that? I can't read any of chat right now. Oh no. Uh-oh. I did something. I clicked on something and now I lost chat. Hold on, talk amongst yourselves right now. Okay, now I have chat. Oh, I'm gonna have to mute myself. Sorry. Okay, well, I don't know. This was a test. And I did not pass. And I don't know, because I lost the other chat. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that. Sorry, this is like the stream where we try and figure out all the shit I did wrong. Okay, well, anyway, so I figured out how to do that. I figured out how to set up an event. And then I was like, oh, it's no big deal. I just stream to the event, and then it gives everybody the notifications. You know what I mean? And obviously, I don't have it figured out because I'm fucking shit up. But anyway, and I had everything set up to stream on Monday, and then a bunch of shit happened. Not like bad shit, just like life stuff. Truck broke down, and like had to go and get it towed, and it was just like one thing and then another thing. You know what I mean? Also, okay, so side note. So if you're like a member of like a pizza club, right? Let's just use Papa John's as an example, right? So like you order, and especially if you order online, which I assume at this point a lot of people do. So you order pizza for Papa John's, you get you get a bunch of points or whatever, and you can use that towards pizzas and shit, right? So Jax had a bunch of pizzas on her pizza account, and we were gonna have pizza on Monday, which is dope because you get enough points, you get free pizzas, which everybody loves free pizza. I mean, everybody loves pizza they paid for, let alone free pizza. Well, apparently someone hacked her pizza account. Not her email, not any of that. The actual pizza account. And because we had a few pizzas on there, and they changed like all her shit and basically stole all the pizzas. And I'm like, I wonder what kind of security Papa John's has to where people could just hack other people's accounts. You know what I mean? And get their shit, get their free food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then like you have to give an address. So I don't know. So we were gonna have pizza. She found out somebody fucking got in her account and changed her shit and took all the stuff. But the good news is she reached out to them, and they're gonna like basically give her the shit back, which I thought was kind of cool. You know what I mean? But at the same time, who the fuck is stealing people's like pizza accounts? I don't know. Like if you're gonna hack some shit, like I don't know, maybe free pizzas is the way to go. So yeah, so a bunch of shit that we found out, like we lost our pizzas and we had to have it, and so like one thing led into another thing, and then I was just like, Yeah, we're not gonna stream. And I was gonna stream. I was gonna do a mixer stream yesterday. But Jax's grandma came in from out of town, and I like her. I like hanging out with her and stuff. So, I just didn't do that or whatever. And today's Wednesday, and there is a stream, even though I can't really read chat or. Well, I mean, I can read chat, but shit's fucked up. So I think what I'm going to do moving forward is just go back to setting an event, but not stream to the event, just start the stream. And hopefully people find it easier or better or whatever. So, what did everybody do over the weekend? Let's see, what did I do over the weekend? I really didn't do anything, to be honest. I know, okay, sorry. I was reading something. Yeah, I really didn't do anything. Man, those are the best weekends. When you don't really do shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just I slept. Did laundry. I like doing laundry. I don't know why. I just do. One of the things that I wanted to kind of talk about is yeah, but that link doesn't work. Anyway, sorry. I was reading something. I noticed okay, so I thought like stream coaching was like a thing people were just like bullshitting about, but not a real thing. And I seen somebody doing like stream coaching. You had to work. Oh, Ham. But yeah, didn't you have like 2 or 3 days off, Ham? Maybe. I don't know how I feel about work. I guess if I had like I used to have a job where I had Wednesdays and Sundays off, which was kind of cool. You know what I mean? I'd work a couple days, have a day off. Yeah. I don't know. Like I like having 2 days in a row. It just makes it easier. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Oh, so the stream coaching thing. So I didn't like take it seriously when I seen some people talking about it on Twitter. And then I seen somebody say something and I was like, oh, what are they talking about? And I clicked on the thing. And I was like, holy shit. People are charging other people to be like their streaming coach, right? For like 6 months, or maybe it was 3 months, but I think it was 6 months. 6 months for $300. And obviously I didn't click on the thing to see what you got for $300. And I've seen another one for $500. And I was just like, wow. Like, I mean, obviously like $300, $500, that's not necessarily a lot of money, but for a stream like what? I don't even understand. Like, what is it that they're gonna? And maybe I should have clicked on the thing to see what you get. But what does this? I wonder what that is. Like, I might have to go back and actually click on it and like see what you get for that kind of money. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody that could give what kind of knowledge they could give you that's not already kind of out on the internet. You know what I mean? Like either on YouTube, like, yeah, I mean, YouTube videos and shit there are just about like streaming in general, from technical to like, I don't know, like pretty much anybody who's streamed more than like twice is like giving advice and shit. I don't know. Like I was kind of blown away by the amount. Like I figured like like maybe $100. You know what I mean? Like for like a month or something, and maybe that does work out. For 3 months you get $300, and for 6 months you get 500. But still, like, I don't know. Maybe that's the real hustle. Maybe don't stream. Just stream, or just be a stream coach. Man, I would do that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like most of the shit. I don't know. I didn't know shit about streaming. You know what I mean? When I first started on Twitch, I was just like, I seen some other people. I'm like, it sounds very like egocentric or whatever. I was like, fuck, I could do that. Like, how hard is that shit? It's actually very difficult. Like, it's not like it's definitely not easy. You know what I mean? So, but I was like I don't who cares? Like, I'll just stream off my Xbox. Like, it doesn't even matter. I don't know. I was just very, I don't know, very baffled, very, I guess interested. I would be interested. Well, I don't have the money, but I'd be interested what they'd fucking tell me. You know what I mean? Like, well, they'd probably tell me to quit cussing all the time. Maybe, but fuck that. I don't know if I could stop cussing, even if I wanted to. I probably could. I just don't know, like, because I think honestly, if you stay consistent long enough with whatever you're trying to do, like, you'll find some success. I don't know. It just blew my mind that that's how much people are making. Like, I know, like, life coaching and shit, like, those people make bank. Like, if you can get any kind of people, you know what I mean? Like, it's like $100 a session or some shit like that. But I don't know what a session is. I think it's more than just like an hour, because a fucking psychiatrist charges you like $150 for an hour, and that's somebody that's trained and really trying to help you. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a scam. I'm just I'm skeptical. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm skeptical. And I guess maybe if it was like somebody, let's see, then you the people that are like super established, the advice they'd give you probably wouldn't work, because what they did was 5 years ago. And I don't think you can take the advice from 5 years ago and apply it to today. I don't think it works. Or, I mean, maybe some of it would. I don't know. I'm just very, I don't know. Like, I'm not, you know, my number one life rule is don't knock the hustle. Like, let people live their life and fucking make money and do all that. And that's cool. But I'm kind of like, damn, I kind of wish I would have thought of it. You know what I mean? $500 a person. Like, you probably go, I would assume you like go watch their streams, tell them what they fucking need to work on, and maybe help them. Like, but I don't know what else they could really tell you. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of it's just basic shit. Like, the other day, I do this. I do this on a kind of regular basis. I scroll different platforms, different directories, like even a directory that I don't care about, like a game or a directory, and I'll scroll and I'll find somebody and I'll click on their stream, and like they're doing something or they're playing a game or something, but they're not talking at all, like not at all. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here until I fucking hear you say something. You know what I mean? And it's not even like they're a high skill player or whatever, so like maybe they don't talk as much because they're kind of like, they were doing I forget what they were doing, but it was like tedious. It wasn't even like high skill or whatever. And they're fucking playing. I was in that stream for 28 minutes. 28 minutes. And I didn't even hear them say anything. I heard them cough. And I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say whatever. Maybe, maybe, there's like different entertainment value. So like maybe people don't have to talk, but I feel like, that's the whole purpose. Like, I mean, honestly, anybody who's watched me play video games on stream like knows that I am pretty horrible at fucking oh, that's a very good point, Chaotic. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, see, I don't this is weird. I don't say big or small when it comes to streams. I always just say establish and growing. You know what I mean? Like, um but I get what you're saying. I mean, the a lot of those people, like I said, they started 5 years ago. You know what I mean? And I mean, obviously there was competition, but there wasn't nothing like there is now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think everybody's trying to do it. And like this sounds shitty, and I don't even mean it like this, but it's not for everybody. Just because you know what I mean? It's like, hey, I'm fucking 45. I'm probably like 30 pounds, maybe 40 pounds overweight. You know what I mean? I'm probably not cut out to be an astronaut. You know what I mean? It's just probably not going to happen for me. I'm okay with that. Maybe if I really tried, I don't know. I don't want to be an astronaut, but I'm just saying that boat's probably sailed for me. Like, okay, like I work in my like legit job is well, I don't have an unlegit job, so but anyway, I don't know why I said that. Now you're thinking I have unlegit jobs and I don't. But anyway, um I I work in the granite industry, right? That's like my 9 to 5. So again, with the never mind. There's a lot of people that they'll go work at a shop, like a big shop. They'll learn all the like ins and outs of the business. You know what I mean? Of actually like cutting, polishing, installing, right? They'll learn all the stuff. And then they're like, "You know what? I know everything there is to know, and I'll go start my own shop." Sometimes that's super guys go off and they're super successful. You know what I mean? A lot of times they go off because they don't know how to run a business. They know how to do the like labor, but they don't know like pay bills, save money. You know what I mean? Like buy stone, maybe buy some advertising. You know what I mean? Like get the word out. They don't know any of that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know who that is. I mean, definitely like niche down as much. I don't know, because see, people always talk about niche down. I always feel like it's find your people. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just how my brain works. So, um, I don't know. Like, I see people not be successful and then switch and do something else and find, and I feel like they just find their people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Oh, but anyway, so granted, like they go off, they start their own shop, and like if fails in the first year because like yeah, they know how to cut stone, they know how to do all that, but they don't know how to run the business part of it. And see, I don't know. I say this all the time, like you don't like you might be doing a thing and you just may not be like the right time, the right place. You're doing the right thing. It's just not, and you know what I mean? Like that's why like I don't understand when people like switch platforms and stuff. I never get that why people like get upset. Obviously, like look at me. I've been on fucking 3 platforms to this point. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I I feel like you just gotta do your shit and there's a small amount of luck involved, or maybe there's a large amount of luck like, you know what I mean? Like, you do something or say something, or you know what I mean? Like, um, it just, everything like clicks into place. I did switch platforms. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm a firm believer. Because see, okay, it's weird because people, I get this weird feeling that people are kind of like afraid to fail, so they won't do a thing or they won't change it up because they think that other people will think that they're a failure. And I know this, I have to fail a shit ton of times before I figure shit out. You know what I mean? Like, I have to, I don't know. It's kind of like, oh, you're going to learn to walk? Well, you're going to have to fall on your face 100 times before you could do it. Well, that's me. I have to fall on my... And other people will be like, well, I don't want to walk then because I don't want to fall on my face that many times. Like, if you if you listen to me or just like... I'm okay with being stupid. Like, I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not genius level type motherfucker, but I'm willing to fail a shit ton of times to figure it out, and maybe I never figure it out. Maybe I'll always fail because I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's smart. I don't know. I think I don't know, because maybe if I would have stayed on Twitch, maybe the shit would have blown up. I don't know. It's possible. Maybe I bailed or whatever too soon, or I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in the right directory, or I don't know. But see that, okay, this is ego. I know 100% this is fucking ego. But I don't want I almost don't want to say it. Anyway, I don't want to fucking be dependent on a directory or some shit for success. Does that make sense? Like, I get it. It sounds 100% egocentrical or whatever the word is. I get it. But I don't want whatever I do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And maybe that's why I like doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just me. Obviously, like, I'm on YouTube, so there's that. And then, like, this is kind of more of like a conversation between me and you. So, but I'm also okay if that shit doesn't work. But I feel like, again, ego, ego talking. I feel like we'll be some type of successful because I feel like there are people out there looking, you know what I mean? Because it's entertainment, or the entertainment value, right? So, because I think about that a lot, like, oh, what's the entertainment value of this? You know what I mean? Now, like, everybody thinks entertainment, well, okay, maybe some people do, but I don't. They're like, entertainment value, what is that? Like, oh, people like laughing, and you know what I mean? And maybe there is some laughter in this type of shit, but the like entertainment value that I think comes from shit like this is connection to other people. You see what I'm saying? Like, I talk about my life, maybe you guys talk about yours, maybe you don't, but that isn't like I go in, the other thing, I watch a lot of streams, and in the first like 30 seconds I go, okay, what is happening in here is not for me. Like, the entertainment provided by this person, by this streamer, it's not for me. But sometimes I'll sit in there because there's other people, and I'm really trying to figure out what is the entertainment value for the other people. Do you see what I'm saying? And sometimes that's helpful. You know what I mean? It's kind of like research in a way, but not, I don't know, but not really. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't spend all day hanging out and shit like that. Do you see what I'm saying? But I feel like if you just go and look at other people and what they're doing and not like rip off their shit, because nobody wants to, don't do that, but just see what entertainment value or whatever is being offered by other people, then you can figure out what kind of shit you want to do. Does that make sense? And then, because people, I think a lot of times people are like, oh, well, this is what I want to do, but I don't think anybody, like, motherfucker, if you're doing it and you're into it, you're not the only one. You know what I mean? Like, if you all you want to do is paint your toenail different pirate ship fight scenes, you know what I mean? Then you should do it, because I guarantee you eventually somebody will show up. That's very niche, very, very niche what I just said. But eventually somebody will show up and go, I love doing pirate fight themes on my toenails. I can't believe there's somebody else. You know what I mean? I guarantee you right now you're probably Googling pirate fight themes on toenails. And maybe that's super niche, so maybe that but then if that's what you want to do and you're going to be like that defined down to the like nitty gritty, you know what I mean, then you have to manage your expectations on what you're going to get. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if you just do toenails, you open yourself up to more, you know what I mean? And then maybe if you start doing fingernails, like, that's a whole, I don't know. I guarantee you people are like looking up, I'm gonna get tweeted pictures of fucking pirate fight theme on, no, probably not. I don't know. I don't pretend like I fucking have the shit figured out. Obviously I don't. I'm always fascinated by the people that like almost convince you they do have it figured out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, obviously that's a confidence thing, because nobody's got it all figured out. Nobody. I don't give a fuck. No one has everything figured out. Like, you might have a certain thing figured out, but you don't have it all figured. Nobody does. Like, there's not a human alive or that's been alive that's got it all, had it all figured out. Maybe Jesus. I don't know. That's religion. I don't know. I'm not saying people are scamming people. I'm just saying, like, if I would just say be careful. Like, honestly, if you got $300 or $500 and you want to be a streamer or whatever, content creator, fucking whatever word you want to use, and you got like an extra $500, like $500 is like wipe your ass money, like then hire them, and you know what I mean, and maybe you get the value out of it, or I don't know. That just seems like a lot of money to me for that kind of. I mean, honestly, you could on a different level, you could probably pay somebody $500 to like be your friend and hang out in your streams, and maybe not for 6 months though. I don't know. I'd be somebody's friend for 6 months for I don't know. There's a lot of shit about humans that I don't fucking understand. I understand some of it. You know what I mean? Like, for me, like, we talk about anxiety a decent amount. You know what I mean? But it's like weird for me because I don't have it, but everybody I know, like, I don't know a person that doesn't have it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I have a hard time sometimes. Not in dealing with it. I don't know how do you say that? No, I know it sucks. Lunar, like, I know that it sucks, even though I don't necessarily like have it or whatever. I just don't. as okay, so this is gonna sound shitty. I don't mean it to sound this way, but I don't know how else to say it. Like, it sucks for the other people too that don't have it. You know what I mean? Like, um, okay, for like me, like I said, there's not a single person I know that doesn't have it, and like I have to be conscious, which is hard for me. Okay, like legitimately one of the fucking, and this is gonna sound stupid because you're like, I'll be like, that's not a struggle. But for one of the struggles for me is for me to always be remembering that like I just live my life and I just say shit because I'm trying to make people laugh. You know what I mean? I have zero ill will, you know what I mean? And like no harmful intentions. But just because I say something and my intent is to like make people laugh, like I have to also be conscious of the fact that something that I say um for like people with anxiety, that like they're gonna lay in bed at night and be like, I wonder what E meant. Maybe E doesn't like me. Oh my god, I think E's trying to kill me. You know what I mean? And like, that's I just made a stupid joke. Like, you know what I mean? That's part of the like issue. Okay, not struggle, issue that I have sometimes is just not knowing how to deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, again, because I don't have it all figured out. Because nobody does. Don't let them lie to you. I don't think that's true, Jax. I don't know. I think a lot of times, I think most of the people I deal with in my daily life, you know what I mean? Like, I have coworkers that I can just say something and not think a thing about it. Like, I'm already done. Yeah, but I like because you're open with it and you like you tell me a side that I don't think about. Like I know for a fact, like my boss, you know what I mean? And we've talked about this. Well, me and Jax, maybe not me and you, but now we're gonna talk about it. I think my boss has it, and I can just tell. I say something, I don't think nothing about it, and 6 months later he brings it up. Well, obviously he's been thinking about it. Because who remembers shit from 6 months ago? Like, I'm lucky to remember what the fuck I did yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, so obviously I said some shit that, you know what I mean, he felt some type of way about. You know what I mean? Or like one of my coworkers might say some shit. I don't know. It's just hard. Like, sometimes it's hard. Because I forget. You know what I mean? And like that's self-centered or whatever. I don't think that's, I think that's just self-interested, not self-centered, but I I don't know. I fucking I try and do my best. You know what I mean? But nobody can be perfect all the time. Hell, I'm not even perfect like a second of the day. Maybe perfect's not the right word. And I'm not saying like, oh, I fucking like you gotta what's that shit? Walk on eggshells or whatever. Like I'm not saying that. I don't do that either. Um I guess that makes me sound like a dick. Like I just refuse to do that. Um I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I got on anxiety. Sorry, I wandered off track. I got I think really uh the hardest part of life for the most part is just dealing with other people. You know what I mean? Like which is weird because we're social. Like we're meant to be social. Like it's in our DNA. Like it's just who as human beings we're meant to be social. But it's also hard. You know what I mean? You would think after how long humans been around for what 20,000 years, 10,000 years, some shit like that. You would think we'd have this social shit down pat by now, but we don't. Not at all. Like no, 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 Lunar. No, because like if you're going through something, then you should say something. But I just learned recently, panic disorders are similar to anxiety, but they're different. You know what I mean? And like treatment for them is different than treatment for like anxiety and shit like that. Which I is like as weird as it sounds, I'm slightly fascinated by it. Because I don't have it. Does that make sense? Or maybe that sounds weird, creepy, or whatever. You know, you're fascinated by like albinos or what? I'm not saying anxiety people are like. I'm just using albino as an example, but like I'm fascinated by albinos because I'm not one. You know what I mean? It's kind of the say like I try and read all the shit I can about it. I don't know. Have you see Ham, when I was a kid, I had a lisp, which I still kind of have. Some people are like, I don't hear it, but I fucking hear it, and I know other people hear it. Maybe not everybody. Maybe they just don't pay attention. But I had it really bad, and I also had a stutter. I had both of them at the same time. So I was just a ball of just anger as a kid. I don't know. I eventually grew out of the stuttering. Like, they didn't even take me. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said eventually he'll just quit doing it. And for whatever reason, the doctor was right. Like, I didn't go to speech classes or speech therapy or anything. I just fucking, I don't know. I remember the first day that I was like, holy shit, I didn't stutter all day today. And as an adult, like, you can tell, like if you watch me long enough or listen to me talk long enough, like I'll get hung up on words sometimes. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's like the remnants of that shit from when I was a kid. So I don't know, Ham. If you feel like it's like really bothersome, I don't know if speech therapy would help, but maybe that's something you could look into. I say if it doesn't really bother you, fuck it. It's just part of what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably could have went to speech therapy if I really like wanted to get rid of my lisp or whatever, but I'm like, fuck it. Who gives a shit? I'm fucking 45 at this point. I'm pretty much me. Like, I mean, we all got shit that's like not the mainstream norm or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's what makes everybody unique. I knew a guy that they called him Dog Eyes because he had two different color eyes, which I thought was cool as shit. But they called him Dog Eyes. I don't even know what would make one eye be like. I don't know if it's not a birth defect, but he didn't give a fuck. I thought it was cool myself. There was a while when I was probably like 10 or 11. I was like, shit, I wish I had two different color eyes. Oh shit. Who knows? That dude's probably like, no, he's not a model because he was an ugly little kid, but I don't know, maybe he is. I think you just gotta like, I don't know, embrace it or. Oh, really, Chaotic? So you kind of grew out of it too, then. There are certain it's for me, it's not necessarily social. For me, it's certain words. It's like my brain can't process it. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even have to be like you know, 26 letters in like one vowel. You know what I mean? It's not like those kinds of words. Like sometimes it's fucking I can't even think of a word right now, but there's a few words that I have to like break it up to say it. I don't know. It just makes me me. like do you mean like somebody just comes up and asks you a question and it catches you off guard? Cuz I mean, I think that's hard for everybody. Like I'm pretty fucking social dude or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and every once in a while somebody comes up to me. For one, I'm tall, so yeah, that I noticed from when I was a kid, like, um, yeah, trying to think about what you're trying to like the word, like thinking about the words. You know what I mean? Would make me stutter more. And then I think eventually, I think it also like getting older and shit. I just stopped giving a fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, no, no. That actually does make sense, Chaotic. But I think for me, the stuttering thing, when I just stopped caring about what like I just fucking opened my mouth and kind of whatever came out, came out. Does that make sense? I don't know. Like I said though, it's still like a problem. Or no. It's not even an issue. It's still a thing for me. Like, well, I would always tell you always be relaxed, but let's be honest, that's not even. I'm fucking relaxed most of the time, and I'm not always relaxed. Like there are certain things that make me like I as weird as it sounds, like I don't have a problem with like small spaces that I can't leave. That bothers me. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I know where that comes from. That's a prison thing. Like I know why. That doesn't make that the feeling goes away. You know what I mean? Like you could put me in like I don't know. And like I could be in a coffin or like really small space if I knew I could just open the door and get up and leave. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't bother me. But you could put me like in a big closet or something and lock the door, and I fucking wouldn't like that at all. Well, I'd just kick the door. Anyway, um, I don't know. I think a lot of it is just stop giving a fuck. Or I'll say for me, a lot of it just because I as a like teenager, I don't know. I was probably 11 or 12 probably when I came to the realization. For one, I was pretty young. Um, is it better, Ham, or is it worse? Because you're like an adult now. That was a pretty long time ago. Um, but for me, like I was probably like 11 or 12. I never worn a gas mask on like purpose. So I don't know. I've never hyperventilated, so I don't know what that feels like. If you're concerned, Ham, maybe you see somebody now because maybe they and like that was what 15 years ago. Technology with everything, I would assume speech therapy has like new and improved. I would think every fucking everything else gets a benefit of time or whatever. Oh, but my original point was like I was probably like 11 or 12 when I realized, oh, my parents are just fucked up people with their own fucked up problems. Like they're just fucking people. Like, you know what I mean? And then I don't know, from pretty much from that thought on, I was just like, who gives a shit? Like, you know what I mean? When, and maybe that's not a good thing to feel about your parents, but. And then at that point, I was just like, who fucking cares? You know what I mean? Like, let's just do and live life. And oh, this kid thinks I'm stupid, and like, who gives a shit? I'm like, he's another dumbass kid, like, with probably with bossy ass parents like mine, and you know what I mean? Like, it just fucking came to the conclusion that I don't know, we're all like got our own fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're loud, very loud talking downstairs. I thought somebody was yelling. Um, I don't know. I recently just every day I try and oh, and so like you just didn't like how it was fitting on your face, so that made you hyperventilate. Shit, I hyperventilate when I go upstairs. Ah, get it? Fast breathing. I'm actually getting better. Losing weight helps. I'm curious, what did you do in the army? Does everybody have to wear a gas mask in the army? Oh, for training. Okay. I'm like, why are you wearing gas masks? Well, I count myself lucky that I've never had to wear one. I'd rather do that than get shot. Well, oops. That one's already out of the bag or whatever. How the fuck did we get to this from Twitch coaching or stream coaches? That's a good point. I didn't even think about it. I think they're all like Twitch people. Maybe they won't. No, because money is money. They would, if you're streaming on Mixer, they would take your money. Oh, you were in Iraq? What did you do? Like, what was your like job or specialty or whatever it's called? Sorry, I don't have the armed forces lingo. I just looked at everything as like what's your job? You know what I mean? Like, not everybody is like out on the front lines. I had a buddy, he joined, and he said pretty much his whole time they put him in the motor pool, and all he said is, I pretty much worked on Humvees and other shit like the whole time. That's all he did, which I guess is lucky for him. Also, I'm just thinking about the streaming advice. I guess there's like generic advice for anything or whatever, but I don't know if like I don't I don't know if the advice that you would get for like streaming on Twitch would be the same for like doing this. Does that make sense? So I don't I don't know. Like I would never give technical advice. Like I don't know enough oh. So you were colorblind and they still took you? Huh. They're very my friend he has a he was like they couldn't figure out how he had survived for so long, but he was born without a vertebrae in his neck. You know what I mean? Which is like very rare or whatever. And when he was a kid, like he made it from being the baby up to like 10 or 11 years old, and one of his brothers pile drived him off the couch. That's how they fucking found out. Anyway, I mean it sucks because like it like fucked up his neck. He had to have the halo, you know what I mean? But he tried to join the army, and they were like, we've never even seen anybody with what you have, you know what I mean? The surgery that they did to like repair his neck after his brother like pile drived him off the couch, it was a surgery they made up. There was no like, you know what I mean? Like they can do like, oh, they can put a pin in your leg, and like those are surgeries that they do a lot of. Like his surgery was just like made up. So like, how do you do most like I want to, yeah, video games and shit have colorblind things, don't they? Or you can go in the settings and set it for color blindness. I'm kind of fascinated. I don't know if I've known anybody that was colorblind, to be honest, now that I think about it. So like what does red and green look like to you? And like do they look like the same color? Well, I mean stoplights wouldn't be a problem because you know red's at the top. Oh, what if they do the where here in Indiana sometimes we have stoplights that are fucking sideways. So you wouldn't know which one was well, no, cuz yeah, yellow wouldn't help you. That'd be fucked up. Be careful when you come. Don't, well, for one, I don't know why you'd ever come to Indiana, but if you come to Indiana, just be careful. Because some asshole thought it would be cool to put the fucking stoplights sideways. I don't know why they do that. They just did it. Oh, also was it over the weekend? Me and Jax got a new refrigerator. This one makes ice, which is super cool. But it was weird because like the filter that came with it was clogged. So like it wouldn't make ice, and it was like fucked up, and like so we just got another filter. But we didn't know it was the filter. Well, she knew. I didn't know. But now it's working. The only bad thing is the fucking ice machine's like super loud. But it only makes, you know what I mean? It's only when it's like filling the water tray to make, I don't know. But she found a hella deal. So we, over like the last like 2 months or whatever, we got a new washer. Um, hmm. Oh, okay. So like a red light, green light, yellow, or a stoplight or whatever isn't that bad for you. But yeah, I fucking so we replaced our refrigerator, our dishwasher, and our washing machine, right? And it's like heavy trash for us. And the fucking so there's a guy that he scraps, which if you don't know what that is, you basically go get scrap metal, take them to the recycling yard, and sell it. But the motherfucker took the refrigerator and the fucking washer, but he didn't take the dishwasher. So I had to take it to work and throw it away. But it, which is kind of cool because it wasn't very heavy, and I was able to just like get it up on my shoulder and fucking shot put it into the. I wish I told Jax, I was like, man, I wish somebody would have got that on video. It was kind of cool. I'm easily entertained. Oh. Oh, so we have to be careful if Chaotic is the one cutting the you know how in like every movie, not every movie, because in uh be weird in like Sense and Sensibility if there was like a bomb disposal unit. But anyway. Oh Lord, where art thou? You know what I mean? And he's like trying to cut cables. Anyway, um so we definitely don't want Chaotic like at the end of the movie where we're trying to like cut the different wires of the cables or whatever to like defuse the bomb. Got it. Like what's that movie? Shit, where the space aliens are under the water. Oh, The Abyss. You know, at the end, if you ever seen that, because he's underwater with like the headlamp or whatever, and it makes everything the same color. And they're like, cut the blue wire, and he's like, they're all blue. Like he doesn't know. I love that movie, by the way. So Chaotic cannot be our bomb disposal guy. You wouldn't want me in there anyway. I'd just be ripping shit out. Like, ah! Have you ever seen The Hurt Locker? It's kind of like that. I kind of get that. Like that part where he takes off all his gear and shit. And he's like, if this explodes, this shit ain't going to save my life anyway. He's got a point. Oh, fuck. One of the things over the weekend, they fucking have this sushi place by my house. It's amazing. Amazing. So, we've already ate it twice. That's the problem though. Like a new place opens and you eat there a lot, and then in like 6 months you're like, I fucking don't want to eat sushi anymore. You know what I mean? Like, and then you gotta wait like 2 years, and then you're like, yeah. Except for pizza. Like I'll fucking eat pizza every day. I don't care. Yeah, The Hurt Locker is a really good movie. I still haven't seen Terminator. I need to do that. I just really haven't had the money. You never seen Hurt Locker? Oh, I'm sorry. You can't be mad at spoilers. That movie's like 10 years old. It's really good, though. You should see it. What's her name got the Academy Award for it? I forget the director's name. Woman. Shit. I don't remember. The only thing I remember about her is she was married to Jim Cameron at one time. And like Hurt Locker was nominated, and then one of his movies was nominated at the same time for an Academy Award, and she won. I thought that was cool. I kind of wish, honestly, if I do a thing with JD, not that anybody will be around, I'll write it down. Because the thing that with JD might be this weekend. I'm writing something down. Would you pay for stream coaching? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people not like it. The problem is they've waited so long to do it. You know what I mean? And also, a lot of people hold the first two the first two Terminator movies in such high fucking regard that they can't make any more. You know what I mean? Like, they just fucking can't. Pay for coaching. I haven't talked to him. He said every other Saturday, so what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, I'll text him tomorrow. Or message him, whatever. I'll write that down. Okay. I don't know why I'm fascinated by that. You ever just like see something and you're like, man, that interests me for whatever reason. Like it could be something stupid like painting minis, you know what I mean? Star Wars mini, or yeah. You're like, I don't want to do it, but I'm very fascinated by it. You know what I mean? I'll watch somebody do this shit all day long. There's whole fucking like YouTubes and shit dedicated to weird random stuff. I don't know. The part of the problem is, in my opinion, part of the problem is nostalgia. People put shit like Star Wars. We could just use Star Wars as an example. I fucking grew up on Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, I'm old enough to have seen all the movies in theaters. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, you know, it's a huge part of my fucking identity as a human being. Not only, but I'm not one of those people that put, they it's like, I don't know, they just can't fucking let it go. You know what I mean? And just be entertained by them. See, like, okay, for me, okay, Terminator 2, on a technical level, right, is a far superior movie to Terminator 1, right? Cameron is a better director by the time they make like Terminator 2, like hands down, he's just better, right? But for me, I like Terminator 1 more than I like Terminator 2. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they made that the first Terminator for like $5 million or something, which is a lot of money, but it was also like independent. You know what I mean? And just some of the stories that I've read and shit about the stuff that they had to do and stuff that they overcame, and I don't know. See, I'm letting outside shit influence my I'm 45. I was born in 74. But you have to remember, I have seen the original Star Wars in theaters because they reshowed them. They put them in the theaters again. See, before there were these big movie plexes, there were mom and pop theaters which only had one theater, and they would re-show shit. You know what I mean? So, especially like, I remember seeing, I think maybe this was at a drive-in though, but I'm pretty sure I saw Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back together as a double feature. But that might have been at the, that might have been at the drive-in. And I like, drive-ins still exist. I just don't have a huge desire to fucking go to the drive-in anymore. and like, if you're into them, like, you should go, but I don't know. There was something like, don't get me wrong, like, going to the movies is great. I still love going to the movies, not all the time, but when I was a kid, also pre-internet, you know what I mean? Pre all cell phones, all that shit. Like, going to the movies was like I don't know. For me, it felt like more of an experience. You know what I mean? Also, well, one good thing is they fucking quit smoking in theaters. As somebody who doesn't smoke, like, I remember being a kid and like there just being so much smoke in the fucking theater and shit, and like looking up, and you know how you can see the light from the projector, and it just being all nothing but smoke, and I'm just like, this is fucking horrible. Like, I'm sorry if you're a smoker and you can no longer smoke in theaters, but I'm very glad that that's not a thing anymore. I don't know. I think nostalgia is a motherfucker, and I don't. I mean, I do agree. The first two Terminators are probably the best that they're ever gonna do. Well, no, maybe somebody will come along and do it something amazing, but I think I could be wrong. I think most people, when it comes to Terminator, they wanted the story to evolve and not always be about Arnold and the T1. You know what I mean? I kind of like the chairs. chaotic myself. They're okay. I don't know. But on the Terminator thing, sorry, I'm scratching my foot. On the Terminator thing, I think people wanted to see, what happened after. You know what I mean? And you could be like, oh, they tried that with Salvation. Kinda, but not in a good way, or I don't know. I think once people get shit wrapped up in nostalgia and shit, it's very hard to do a thing. I did see a thing about people are trying to get Joker 2 made or whatever, but I don't know how I feel about that. Even if like what's his name, Todd Phillips, and even if Joaquin Phoenix wanted to do another one, I almost would rather them not. Like, it's such a great movie on its own. If you have not seen Joker, you should. It's really fucking good. I like the vibe, I like the feeling in there, in that movie. And I like that they did Birds of Prey and there's no Joker in it. I don't know why, I just like that. I mean, Birds of Prey is pretty much about Harley Quinn for the most part anyway, so it should be about her. Don't have... Because I think if they tried to put Joker in there, it would steal... Like, whoever was portraying Joker... Like, okay, so kudos to fucking Heath Ledger. You know what I mean? And his portrayal of fucking Joker. But he also, like, made it a spectacle to see who could do it and see if they could do it as good as him. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I think there's a reason Cameron stopped it too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And for him, maybe the story was over. And I've seen somebody talking about on Twitter talking about how people's expectations are different now, with like, now that we've had the internet for as long as we had, like, people's expectations are different. You know what I mean? T1, T2 were made pre-internet. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Oh shit, I do want to go see that Ford versus Ferrari. Like 100%. I'm just fascinated by that whole, like, story. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much they touch on, and I don't know, like, I've read stories and shit about the Ford versus Ferrari, like, not situation, like, what happened. And I'm just fascinated by that, so. And the shit that I've read, people are saying like it's Oscar worthy or whatever. I don't know. My youngest kid wants to go see that. He likes cars and shit, but he didn't know anything about, like, why they made a movie called Ford versus Ferrari. He didn't know any of the backstory. Sorry, I'm just looking at something real quick. I haven't made any new TikTok stuff. I need to do that. I have so many ideas, but at this point, most of them feel like not like work, but like, oh, like, oh, I have to put like some effort into this shit. And like, even though I don't stream as much now, like, I don't know. Like, kudos to the people that are still like working full-time jobs and like going hard and like into their streaming shit, like fucking kudos. That shit's hard. Did that shit for like 2 years. I don't cuz I was thinking the other day, like at this point with so many people, I don't know why I keep going back to streaming, probably cuz the whole like stream coaching thing, but like there's just so many people doing it now, like I don't know. It almost feels like you know how like in the old west or whatever, like somebody found gold in a river or some shit or on some rocks or whatever, you know what I mean? And fucking like they told some people and then a shit ton of people started showing up and then mining and getting gold and then like more word and then eventually people are showing up but it's kind of like too late. You know what I mean? Like they've already like mined most of the gold already and but you heard about it and like you're showing. That's kind of what streaming feels like to me now, in a way. Like, you hear about all these people, like, doing shit, and you're like, fucking, you know what I mean? Maybe that's a bad analogy or whatever, but sometimes that's what it feels like to me, is, I don't know. When so many, and like I say this all the time, like, once a bunch of people are wanting to do a thing, it makes me not want to do a thing. And like sounds very hipsterish. Like I get it. You know what I mean? I don't have like the man bun and obviously but I don't know how to explain it. I guess I wish everybody luck. And I mean at this point like one of the generic advice is like, oh, make yourself stand out, but like, if you're a penguin in the sea of, like, fucking 20,000, or let's say, if you're a penguin in a sea of 1,000,000 fucking ducks, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna fucking see you. Random weird thought. Because I'm 6'8" or whatever, I fucking, as Halloween, I want to dress up as Where's Waldo. Because I think it's funny, because obviously I fucking stick out everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it would be funny. That was just a random thought I had the other day. But, like, at this point, I don't know if there is this fucking standing out. Because even the people that, are doing their best to fucking stand out, there's still 1,000,000 people trying to stay, you know, do you see what I'm saying? Like, and then like, oh, well, you just gotta find your niche or whatever. I don't know. I wish people the best. I just don't know what advice somebody could give you. I don't know. I think that's gonna probably be it for tonight. Does anybody have anything that they wanted to talk about? One other thing before we fucking call it. Just like, so the other day, I was just having like a off day, like shitty. Like I was having a good day, and for the people that know, like my cousin died not too long ago, and I'm fucking having a good day. I'm at work and shit, and I'm listening to music because I like to listen to music at work. It makes it go faster. And a fucking song came up, and I was like, holy shit. And it instantly, I went from like having a great fucking day to like feeling like shit, like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It kind of like put me in a fucking bummer mood like all fucking day. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't really have anything like some big thing. It's just grief is like a weird thing to me. How you could, I don't know. Like it sounds like it's not that I fucking forget about her. You know what I mean? Or like anybody else that's died that I fucking gave a shit about. It's not like I fucking forgot about them. You know what I mean? Like I still fucking think about them on a regular basis and shit. But I don't know. It's just weird. It's kind of it's a bad analogy, I know. But it's kind of like grief is like a fucking bus. You know what I mean? That's like creeping on you. And it's just waiting until you're not paying attention so it can run you the fuck over. Like that's 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 not a good analogy, I know, but that's kind of how I feel sometimes. Because you could just be doing a thing and just randomly be like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I know that's kind of weird and random and a fucked up way to kind of end shit, but part of this like stream, part of this whatever this is gonna be just about like life in general, and not every day is a great day. Some days are really fucking shitty. And I had a shitty day the other day. For like not even like my coworker called me stupid. You know what I mean? Like not a shitty day like that, just a shitty day. And like I know like, oh, you know, with time everything gets better. Like I know all that, but it's still, I don't know. It just I think I'm in that like pissed off stage, or you know what I mean, the like the different stages or whatever. I think I'm in the pissed off one. Weird and random, I know. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a good place to, we'll call it right there. I super appreciate everybody hanging out and being dope. So obviously Friday we'll have our normal stream, and then I'll figure out the technical side of this. I'll get it working better. Maybe I will, hopefully. I think I might try and do more streams like I did with Shady. I like that stream. Like it felt very chill. I think what I might do is I might fucking just set it up like up here. So not behind with the green screen, but just like, I don't know. Maybe. We'll figure it out. But so Friday we'll do that. Saturday, if I can get a hold of JD, me and him will do our streamy thing. The streamy stream thing. I'm gonna say it's like a go for now, but I don't know for sure. Like, so not 100%. But honestly, if he tells me no, I might do a mixer stream on Saturday just because, like, I didn't do one at all this week. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, but you could do one on Thursday. I could. But I'm not gonna commit to it. So maybe it'll be Thursday, but maybe it'll be Saturday. Maybe it'll be Sunday. I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, if I was your stream coach, I would tell you to tell people to be hardcore about your schedule so they know when and where. But listen, fucking people are busy. And even if I was hardcore about my schedule, maybe Thursday you have your badminton league and you can't come. And that's cool. You should crush all of them in your badminton league and go and do that, because that's way better than watching me fucking play video games and hanging out. I would rather go crush fools in your badminton league than watch me play video games and hang out. See, I know this is the end, but I keep fucking sidetracking myself. That's the thing. I think, like, just generic ass streaming advice. It's not about people watching you play. Okay, some streams are about people watching you play video games. Those are the high skilled people. Like, I get it. But if you're not high skilled, it's not about people watching you play video games. That's not what it's about. Like, in my opinion. But I don't know shit. So don't listen to me. Although I just gave you advice. But like I said, don't listen to. Anyway, if you're watching this later, or if you're watching this now, please make like, share, subscribe. I don't know, tell somebody. Don't tell somebody. I would prefer you, like if I had my option, I would prefer you tell somebody. But if you're like, no, fuck that, E, I'm not telling nobody. Okay, I respect that decision too. Anyway, so Friday, probably around 5:30ish Eastern, there'll be another stream. I'll try not to miss days, but hey, sometimes shit happens. That's life. I was crushing it at my badminton league. No, it wasn't. I wasn't. I'm not in a badminton league. But now I'm gonna, after stream, I'm gonna Google and see if there are such things, because I probably would play. Anyway, if there's, they have axe throwing places. Why is there not badminton leagues? Anyway, have a great rest of your night. Have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully, I will see you again real soon. Later, everybody. Later. Now I have to figure out how to fucking end the stream, because I don't know how to do it now. Oh, it's a 24-hour stream, because I can't stop. No, I don't want to do a 24-hour stream. Oh, that's how you do it. Ah, all right. I did figure it out. Haha, you thought you were going to get 24 hours. But you're not. All right, later, everybody.